well-prepared comments. Well, now we have the opportunity to read the Bible together. So we invite you to take our Bibles and turn to 2 Chronicles chapter 14, verses 1 through 15 are going to be read aloud. And to help us with that, we'd like to give our attention to Brother Dominic Jamerson.
Then Abijah was laid to rest with his forefathers, and they buried him in the city of David. And his son Asa became king in his place. In his days the land had rest for 10 years. Asa did what was good and right in the eyes of Jehovah his God. He removed the foreign altars and the high places. He smashed the sacred pillars and cut down the sacred poles. Further, he told Judah to search for Jehovah, the God of their forefathers, and to observe the law and the commandment. So he removed from all the cities of Judah the high places and the incense stands, and under him the kingdom continued without disturbance. He built fortified cities in Judah, since the land had no disturbance and there was no war against him during these years, for Jehovah gave him rest. He said to Judah, "Let us build these cities and surround them with walls and towers, gates and bars, for the land is still at our disposal, because we have searched for Jehovah our God. We have searched, and he has given us rest all around." So their building was successful. Asa had an army of 300,000 men from Judah, equipped with large shields and lances. And out of Benjamin were 280,000 mighty warriors who carried bucklers and were armed with bows. Later, Zerah the Ethiopian came against them with an army of 1,000,000 men and 300 chariots. When he reached Mareshah, Asa went out against him, and they drew up in battle formation in the valley of Zephathah at Mareshah. Asa then called to Jehovah his God and said, "O Jehovah, it does not matter to you whether those you are help are many or have no power. Help us, O Jehovah, our God, for we are relying on you, and in your name we have come against this crowd. O Jehovah, you are our God. Do not let mortal man prevail against you." So Jehovah defeated the Ethiopians before Asa and before Judah, and the Ethiopians fled. Asa and the people with him pursued them as far as Gerar, and the Ethiopians continued falling until not one of them was alive, for they were crushed by Jehovah and by his army. Afterward, they carried off a very great deal of spoil. Further, they struck all the cities around Gerar, for the dread of Jehovah had come upon them. And they plundered all the cities, for there was much to plunder in them. They also attacked the tents of those with livestock, and they captured a great number of flocks and camels, after which they returned to Jerusalem.
Okay, take your time. Stage Brothers, it's a lot that goes on, and we can take our time to be able to make sure everything's set up. It's okay, so thank you so much. Well, Brother Jamerson, thank you too for your fine reading for us this evening. It was very easy to listen to, enjoyed the emotion that you had, especially when the plea in verse 11 about what is mortal man. It just was such a nice reading for us. In addition, study point number 5, accurate reading, was assigned to you for this part, and you did it very well. We know that you prepare well for all of your assignments, and it's a nice point too about pronouncing each word correctly. Something that I focused in on this evening was the proper names. For example, Gerar, you read that with the diacritics. appropriate to that, and even the numbers were read very well, which is maybe something we take for granted at times. It's interesting too, that third bullet point talking about speaking clearly, talks about enunciate carefully, and maybe something that we can all work on when we read is holding our head up high and opening our mouth so that we can have a little bit louder tone to our voice too. But a beautiful reading. I wanted you to keep going. You were doing so well. So thank you so much, Brother Jamerson. Well, now